Imagine if you could only afford to feed your family one meal a day. Or imagine what it's like for a child who has to go to school every day on an empty stomach. Most people watching this will never know what it's like to experience hunger, but millions of Americans do know. According to the USDA, nearly 1 in 4 children in America struggle with hunger. That's nearly 17 million children in America who live in households that don't have access to enough nutritious food for them to lead active, healthy lives.
I'm 20 years old. I have a 1-year-old son. His name is Troy Watson. I don't know too much about nutrition. I'm learning as I go. Because growing up, I didn't have too much guidance on eating healthy. I don't have too much money to spend right now, so I need to know how to get a meal that's affordable, and I need to know how to shop.
Sandra, we're here in the meat department, and I wanted to give you some tips and tricks for ways that you can save some money and also make healthy choices. If you're willing to do some work and cut that skin off, you can save almost half the price per pound.
Yes, you save $2.
Chefs have been volunteering with Share Our Strength since our very beginning in 1984. And years ago, they asked what they could do to directly help families in their communities. So in 1993, we launched Operation Frontline, a hands-on, cooking-based program to teach families how to make meals that are delicious, nutritious, and affordable.
When you have your smoothie, that's going to have fiber in it. You know why? Because of the sugar. No, because you're putting your whole fruit in there.
We have to get involved, because that's how the community grows.
When you have low-income family, it's hard to, or you might think it's hard, to go out and purchase the right types of food. But just having the basic nutritional needs is so important for a child.
In week 5 of our typical course, we do take the participants to a grocery store so that we can show them what we've been teaching in class about fruits and vegetables and canned goods and dairy goods, and give them concrete examples in the store of what is nutritious and how to spread their dollar further inside the store.
Without this program, we as women who take these courses would not learn the nutrient importance for our children.
Our volunteers are culinary nutrition professionals, and they lead our courses for parents and for kids of all ages. Volunteers teach families basic cooking, practical nutrition, and food budgeting strategies that they can use for the rest of their lives. Our courses typically meet once a week for 6 weeks. So volunteers have the fun of getting to know families and hearing about the changes they've made and what they've cooked with the groceries that we give each week.
Giving these kids a solid foundation does have a ripple effect in the rest of their lives.
The most memorable, fulfilling thing about teaching Frontline courses, well, it kind of happens every time I teach a class. It's that 6th week, that graduation week, when we hand out those certificates to everyone and the gifts that they get from our donors. And it's the looks on their faces and that sense of accomplishment. That's a true gift every single time.
I had a young girl who had never tasted a raspberry in one of my classes, and so we specifically brought in raspberries. And watching her face when she tasted her first raspberry is something I will never forget.
No kid should go hungry, period. And if I can help one child learn something in these classes so that they don't have to go hungry, then I've done my job here.
Cooking is such a simple thing, but it has such enormous meaning in day-to-day life, particularly when you're hungry or you're struggling to get the right ingredients or the right nutrients in the hands of your families.
Chefs have the opportunity to have a real and lasting impact on families through Operation Frontline. Our graduates tell us that they are cooking more, eating more fruits and vegetables, and making healthier choices, even on their limited budgets.
For me, it's real important that everybody learns how to cook well and how to eat well. And so by participating in Operation Frontline, I get to share my love for the food and my passion for cooking and helping families to do better for themselves at home.
I would tell other chefs who don't think that they have the time for this that there's always a way, but it is so valuable to your community. It's so important that people see you not just, at the restaurant or behind recipes you develop. This is so necessary, and it's so easy. It's the easiest thing you can do to give back to your community.